welcome to a 30-minute flow practice. And I'm going to invite you to have a seat, kneel, or lay down. And if you want to stand to do your grounding exercise, go right ahead. So let's just let go of the busyness that brought you up to this point in your day. Let it go. And everything that you have to do later on, park that. Just be here, be now. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. Exhale. And have this intention to really thoroughly kind of milk the next 30 minutes. Really focus in on, this is your time. This is for you. And as always, I know you've tuned in to, share what I've got to offer. But if as you go along, you're inspired to do something slightly different or totally different, go for it. Listen to how your body is feeling. So let's settle the breath to be even inhale to exhale ratio. Once you get the inhale and exhale ratio the same, can you do the same for the pauses? So if you choose to pause at the top of the inhale, also pause at the bottom of the exhale. Not that I'm encouraging you to pause at the top of the inhale. That's kind of, it's not a technique that helps you relax and quiet down. It's a type of breath pattern, but let's avoid holding the breath at the top for a long period of time. Let go of tension in your jaw, shoulders, arms, hips, thighs, feet. Let them go. As you continue to even out your breath, imagine roots growing out from everywhere that is touching the ground. And feel that you are connected to the earth. You can imagine the roots going down deep and very wide, wrapping around boulders as they come across them. And once you're firmly connected, rooted, I want you to feel like your upper body is starting to get lighter. You're sitting taller. And you can even imagine energy going from the roots up your spine, past your crown, and way up to the universe. You can even imagine it as a beam of white light. So connecting heaven and earth, right? So soften and let yourself bend and kind of crumple. It might be to the side, it might be back, it might be forward, and then start to roam around in the crumpling and uncrumpling. It's letting yourself go into a slouched position, releasing any kind of tension, and then rising up and moving and shifting, bending, twisting. It can become circular. You can actually use your arms to guide you from side to side or front and back. Close your eyes. If you need some ideas, you can take a look at what I'm doing, but this is what feels good for my body. It might not feel great for yours, but you might find a different angle that is just perfect. Fabulous. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come back upright. You're going to take your right leg forward, your left leg back, and go into a hurdler stretch and create a little bit of a lean, and use your toes, right? Use your ankle, bring your foot towards your shin, and you'll feel your hamstring. So you don't even have to fold and you feel it. But then move around a little bit in here, look back, a bit of a twist, look forward, sweep to the other side. Oh, there's some pull in there for me. So you go, you come back, you sit up, you rotate, you might even stretch your arms up. There's a little bit of creativity and free flow here. And let's just simply change legs. Bring the other leg forward, leg back. Go into hurdler stretch, test it out. First, dorsiflex, see what that does. And notice, hey, maybe I'm just going to stay up here and this is just unwinding those tensions nicely. Or roam around. So your goal in the long term is to have that ability to roam around into all kinds of angles with the least restriction and definitely no pain. So that's our goal in the long term. Tightness is okay. It happens. But we just don't want pain. All right, come back to the center and bring the legs around and let's go to tabletop and wiggle around in here. Now for your wiggle, you can do Shakira style, or you can create these ginormous circles going into a cobra and then coming back. So it all depends on your energy level right now. It could be that you're thinking, I just want to go mellow and sensual and simple. Well, not so simple because you're all wiggling. Or, you know, you've got this energy and you want to move around. I heard someone said that she was restless. Well, it's time to move. Nice. You can add some variety here. So if you haven't already started, can you go into child's and then into your back bend? So you're moving forward and creating that back bend, perhaps wiggling and then pulling it back and dropping into your child's and potentially wiggling there too the first few times. And then you can start, refining to find that groove that feels great. Okay, the next time, instead of going to child's, can you shift to a downward facing dog? So let's join and meet each other in downward facing dog and move around, move your feet, move your hands, move your shoulders, move your hips. Oh, create a deep bend, lengthen. And then bit by bit, we're going to meet in a fold somewhere on your mat. We're hanging upside down and sway. Walk your feet out to the outside or the outside edge of your mat, right? And then drop into a squat and then go back to your fold. So you're in and out. Allow yourself to fold and bend. Now, accept where your squat is. It might not be all the way down the first few times. It might actually never be all the way down for you. But go to your end range, play with it, and come back. Okay, so once you're into your squat, look forward and let's rise with a nice straight back. Come on up, reach your arms all the way up, toe heel in, and take a bow. Let's go for a fold, exhale. Come to half up, fold. Good. Let's hold it here. Then you're going to walk your hands up above your knees, and then you're going to come to a complete half up, slight knee bend. Now push your tailbone as far back as possible. Your back is flat. Okay, let your arms dangle. So we are going to work the deadlift. I'm going to encourage you before you rise, I want you to connect with your bum, squeeze your bum, and then try to push your feet apart. Try to make the mat wider. And then once you've got that grip, rise, straight back. Good. Roll your shoulders up, back, and around. So the focus of your rise today, rise your arms. Exhale to the side. The focus of your rise from your half up, let's go to the other side, is using the deadlift style so that you can contract your glutes because we're focusing on that this week. Come on up. Exhale and fold. Let's try that half sun salutation with deadlift rise. Half up. Fold. Now come to a full half up. Contract your bum, push your feet out, and rise straight back. Roll your shoulders up, back, and around. Good. Take it up again, any which way the arms. Exhale and fold. Half up. Fold. Now start rising, and then when you get to half up, squeeze bum, push feet out, and come up, roll. Good. All right, rise up and lean to one side, then the other. Come on, up and over. Good. We're going to continue down to the mat. Take a big breath, exhale and fold. Half up. Fold and step back to a tabletop. You are going to extend your right leg behind you and squeeze your glutes until you can get the leg parallel to the ground. So it's sticking out, yes. So it's half of the bird dog. We're going to keep both hands on the ground, and then you're going to bend at the knee so the sole of the foot looks like it's trying to connect with the ceiling, and then you're going to lift it a little bit. Try to touch the ceiling, and then bring your knee to your nose. And then lengthen back, go long, bend, press up, bring it in, and bring the knee in. Now, if you're finding that this is nasty on your arms, your hands, come to your forearms. Lengthen, bend, push up to the ceiling, and bring the knee to the nose. Let's do that one more time. Straight first, bend, foot to the ceiling, bring it into the nose, and then pause. Come to child's pose, nice and narrow for a moment. Let's go to downward facing dog. We'll do the other leg later. Bring it up, press it back, and pause. Let's meet in a fold. Feet close to your hands close to your feet. Come to half up, fold. And remember the action to rise is through the bum, the feet pushing out, rise up, and all the way up. Bring your hands to heart. Good. That right leg, you're going to lift it behind you. Okay? So you're going to lift it behind you. Now you're going to tip, so bring your arms out. You're going to look like an airplane with a foot up. Actually, you're going to look like a runner that's falling over. Bend the supporting leg, and then tip until you get to that position we were in on all fours. And then try to touch the ceiling again a little bit. Okay, from here, see if you can straighten the supporting leg a little bit, and then come back up. Don't touch the floor with that foot, and bring the knee through. Cross the foot over the knee, and create the figure four that you're welcome to deepen into a strong balance pose. Totally up to you. Stay with the high figure four or work into the deep challenging figure four but fold it over in a one leg squat. Slowly come out of this and rise up. Take a deep breath. Exhale and fold. Half up. Fold, come to your tabletop where we're going to recreate the kickback. So I know I much prefer personally coming down to my elbow, so I'm going to do that. You can see on your hands. I realign my supporting leg and lengthen the leg that's going to work, which should be your left leg now. Okay? Bend. Try and touch the ceiling with the sole of your foot. Bring it back in and try and touch your nose. Might not happen. Does not have to happen. Lengthen out. Bend. Lift. Lower. Bring it in. Do that again. Take your time. Try not to kick hard and fast when you lift because I don't want your back to suffer on this. I want your back in control. Bring it in. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lengthen, bend, lift, to the knee, nose, and knee. I'll get my words out right. Lengthen, bend, lift. Beautiful. Bring it in. Drop into your child's nice and narrow, just for a moment. Downward facing dog. Or stay in child's just a little longer. Right? Move it around. Try and find that expression of down dog that works for you. And really push through the fingers, push through the arms. Stick your tailbone up to the ceiling. And you're going to try to keep the back fairly long and not arched. Not overly arched. So, let's meet in a fold. Bring your feet close to your hands, hands close to your feet. Half up, take a breath. Exhale, fold. Now strong deadlift rise. Squeeze bum, all the way up, rise it up. Beautiful. And pause. So as the left leg's turned to bend back. Okay? Release your hands for balance. You can do this hands to heart if you feel like it, if you're there, you know. Lean, you want to look like a runner that's falling over. And then try to touch the ceiling with your foot. The leg's not going to completely lengthen. I don't need it to. I don't want you to go there. Okay? Hold it here. Now, the bent leg that's supporting you, you're going to extend and then shift so that the back leg can come up through the front. Cross in figure 4. Stay up high or challenge. Well, either or is a challenge, right? There's no one move that's better than the other. Yes, one is better for you than the other, right? I like saying that. One is better for you. And it might not be the one that I'm doing. Beautiful. I hope you're feeling the stretch in your buttocks. Rise it up. Take your deep breath. Exhale and fold. Half up. Fold. Come to your tabletop and drop into child's. You can go nice and wide knee and pause. If you'd like to stay in child's, do that. If not, join me in downward facing dog. And see if you can pause. But again, if you need to move around, do so. But don't do it just to fidget. Do it to help your body. Think of tailbone to ceiling. Push through your hands to help make that happen. Let's come to a plank position. So shift, perhaps walk your hands forward if you need to. Let your shoulders go past your hands. Get a solid body, so tight bum, tight quads, core is nicely engaged, but you're able to breathe. Good. Let's take it down to the mat. Create your back bend. Enjoy that. And come right back down, and we're going to work our glutes a little bit. Come down. Good. So you're going to bring your hands towards your feet. Your arms are not going to be really necessary here. You can lift your head away from the mat a little bit, but not enough to make your back really work hard. Let's engage the glutes and try and lift your feet off the ground. Squeeze your bum to make it happen. Squeeze your inner thighs to make them connect. If you would like to add the arms, go ahead, but I don't want you to lose the focus of this week. That's glute. Hold a moment, keep breathing. Beautiful. Push yourself back up. Let's go to downward facing dog. Good. Step to the front of your mat, into your fold. Come to half up. Fold, remember, deadlift, rise. So rise, squeeze, push. Roll your shoulders up, back, and around, and rise it up. Tilt to the right, then to the left. Up. And bring it up. And release. So, we're going to try that right leg lifted in back of you, right? So take your right leg, lift it in back, and hold it there for a moment. Okay? Now we're going to do a bow just with one leg. So you're doing a deadlift with one leg. So bend the supporting leg a bit and tilt. Same runner position, the leg just continues moving up. I want you to go until you're parallel to the ground and then come back up and bring the knee through. But we're going to continue that. We're going to repeat it. So bring it down. Now the leg moves because the torso is moving. You're hinging at the hips. So I have not lifted my leg. It's just following me. My arms are dangling as if I'm holding a weight, and I come back up by squeezing my glutes, and then I lift the leg. Let's do that 2 more times. We're okay with that? So start neutral, hinge at the hips, let your arms angle. You don't need to go further than parallel, and come up. Bring the knee through. If you can handle one more, let's try that. And squeeze the bum to come up. Now the leg is going to cross in figure 4. Your choice, step high or challenge. This is definitely more demanding, so choose wisely. Because you just kind of tired out that whole leg. Beautiful, release. Let's give that foot a break. Take it off the ground. Oh, let it roam freely. Let it move around, even touch the ground. And reestablish yourself side by side, the feet. And notice, close your eyes. And notice this one side is working hard still, and then it's slowing down. It's quieting down. Let's do the other one. So, lift your foot behind. You hinge at the hip. You lean. Your arms dangle, or they can be out for balance. Right. Go to parallel, squeeze your bum to rise, and bring the knee through. You will repeat that 3 times if you can. Take breaks. If you need to put the foot down, you do. But as you're doing this, I don't want you to feel it in your back. I want you to feel that it is your powerhouse of a glute combo, right, that are working for you. Right now, well, it's one glute. Glute team, because there's a bunch of muscles in there. All right, let's see if we can do one more. Good. Now it's the crossing figure 4. Oh dear, yes. So find your figure 4. When you wipe out, you don't rush to get back. And then you bend. Okay. Different variety of arm positions. It could be that you come way down and you touch the ground. Fabulous. Come back up. And let's flow gently through a simple sun salutation. Rise it up, nice and slow. Exhale, fold. Half up. Fold. Step back to a push-up position, a plank. Get nice and strong, so reconnect with the glutes. Make them tight. And then come down to the mat, either on your feet or on your knees. Create your back bend. Choose child's or downward facing dog. We're going to be here for 4 breaths, nice and quiet. Can you find stillness here? Good. Let's step our feet close to our hands, hands to our feet, and put the final touch to this sun salutation. Half up. Fold. Deadlift, rise. Roll your shoulders. Rise your arms. Let's tip to one side, then the other. Bring it centered and pause. Let's repeat that 2 more times. Close your eyes. And let's do this. Rise the arms. Enjoy. You can go faster or slower. Fold. Half up. Fold. Step back to a plank. Take a deep inhale. Solidify this. Exhale, come down. Choose your back bend. And choose downward facing dog or child's. 4 breaths. Pause. One more breath. Let's come to a fold. On your inhale, half up. Exhale, fold. Deadlift, rise. Rise it up. Tilt to one side, then the other. And bring it up. Exhale and fold for your last series. Half up. Fold, step back to a plank. Take a big breath. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's or down dog. It is the last of this series. Choose wisely. Don't get your ego in the way. If down dog is too much right now, go to child's. Come to a fold. Half up. Fold, we're not rising. Stay down. Walk your feet to the outside edge of your mat and sink into your squat. And see if you can stay in your squat for a bit. Readjust as much as you need. Hold it here. Try to get to heels down, but if that's not happening, if that's making it, really slouched position, get off your heels. Be on your toes. Fabulous. Time to come down to the mat all the way. Lean back, let yourself come down. Let's take our time to come down so that you get a little mini core workout. Although there's a lot of core involved in all the standing poses. So come down slowly. Just slowly. One vertebra at a time if you can. That is tough to do. Come down, and once you're down, keep your knees bent. Or bend them a bit more. And pause in Ardha Shavasana, or half corpse. Oh, feel your body just connect earth. Like gravity take over, right? From here, you're going to lengthen your left leg onto the floor. Take your right knee into the chest, which gives a very gentle glute stretch. If you'd like to amplify your glute stretch, we're going to do pigeon on our back, supine pigeon. So you're going to, guide the knee to come close, and then say, foot, come over here. And it's now on an angle. So I'll show you this way so you might get a different visual, where this is the original one, but this is, for the pigeon, there's an angle. Now, I prefer grabbing the outside of the shin rather than the foot, because when you pull the foot, you're weakening your ankle, all the ligaments. You can hold on any which way you'd like, but it creates a very deep stretch, targeting our glutes, our outer thighs. Couple of good deep breaths. All right, release it. You can maybe go through half happy baby, lengthen out to the splits, and then bring it back. That's a little detour if you wanted to take one. Let's bring the other leg in. Right leg rests, left knee into the chest. Absolutely perfect to stay here. But if you get a lot of amazing sensations from creating the pigeon on your back, go for it. So there should be no pain sensations in the knee, right? If there are, back off. And another trick is the toes to the shin. Remember, when you dorsiflex, you protect your knee. There we go. A few more breaths here. And then it's time for Shavasana. Let's lengthen out. Let go. Find that ultimate comfortable position with your arms wherever they just flop. Maybe the palms are turned up. You're not trying to hold your body in any position other than lying down. And you're going to invite every single cell, in your body that doesn't have to be working hard, every muscle, invite them to just quiet down. Maybe you feel the beat of your heart, the pulse through the veins and the arteries. The breath, you notice it. And I invite you to stay here as long as your body says, this is a good thing, pause. Don't rush coming out of Shavasana. And since it's a 30-minute practice, I'm going to leave you on your own during your Shavasana. You choose when you're done. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.